So in this video I'll be talking you through all of the things that you can see and do if you have just one day in Sydney. Now, one of the great things about the port of Sydney is that the vast majority of the big cruise ships dock here in the Circular Quay area of the city. So you've got the Harbour Bridge there, the Opera House is there, and the whole city of Sydney is kind of on your doorstep as you step off. So in other words, you're right in the heart of the action from the get-go.
One thing to keep in mind, not every cruise ship docks at the overseas passenger terminal at Circular Quay. Some come into the White Bay terminal, so it's worth checking your itinerary to see where you'll be arriving. It's not too far away, you're looking at about 15 minutes in an Uber. As of December 2025, you can expect to pay around $23 to $39 for an Uber from White Bay Terminal to Circular Quay. Once you're there, the Sydney Opera House is, of course, an absolute must-see. If you've got time during your stay and there's a show or concert that catches your eye, it's definitely worth booking online in advance. Even if you're not planning to go inside, there's plenty to explore around the outside. You can have a wander, get great photos from every angle, and just soak up the Sydney Harbour vibe. Right next to the Opera House, you'll find the Royal Botanic Garden. It's a beautiful spot to wander and relax, and it's completely free to enter. There are plenty of great little cafes and eateries throughout the gardens. Here are a few to look out for. The hop-on, hop-off bus, or ho-ho, is a good way to see the city. You'll find ticket stops all around Sydney, including here at Circular Quay. For the latest prices, route info, and to book your tickets, head to bigbustours.com. You can also download the app, which has live bus tracking. Around the Opera House in the Circular Quay area, there's no shortage of really nice places to eat and drink. Not gonna lie, your only challenge will be picking one. Next, I'm heading out on a walk across the Harbour Bridge towards Luna Park. If you're brave and love a good view, you can try the famous bridge climb. It's definitely not cheap, but if you're up for a thrill, it's an unforgettable experience. If you'd rather enjoy some stunning harbour views for free, you can simply walk across the bridge, as demonstrated here.
So having crossed the bridge, you'll find yourself on the north side, and now we can head off to Luna Park.
Why Luna Park, you ask? Well, for some, it's all about recreating a classic Kath and Kim moment. I know they were in Melbourne, but close enough. For others, especially families with kids, it's just a really fun spot to keep everyone entertained for a few hours. Entry is free, you only pay for the rides or games you want to try. While you're on the north side of the bridge, I can't recommend these two places highly enough: the food court at Milsons Village and Gelatissimo Kirribilli. Here's the entrance to the Milsons Village food court. Just head downstairs and you'll find a handful of lovely places to eat. It never seems to get too busy, probably because it's a little off the main tourist trail, but it is only a 5-minute walk from Luna Park. And Gelatissimo Kirribilli. Honestly, it's the best ice cream I've ever had, and that's saying something as I really love and know my ice cream. It quickly became a favourite thing to do in Sydney, sitting out on the grass in the shadow of the bridge, enjoying one of their yummy ice creams. Before we leave the city behind, the wharf at Circular Quay is also the departure point for lots of ferries and short cruises. There's loads to choose from, and it's a fantastic way to see the city from a completely different perspective. Next, I'm taking you on a trip to Bondi Beach. When I first arrived in Australia, visiting Bondi was right at the top of my list. Getting there from the city centre is pretty straightforward by public transport, even I managed it. Of course, there are always your Ubers or taxis if you prefer. The beach and the adjoining park are delightful, and just like Circular Quay, Campbell Parade, which runs alongside the beach, is packed with fantastic places to eat and drink. Yes, it's touristy, but it's popular for a reason, and it's the perfect place to just chill out and soak up the Aussie beach vibe. There are so many great places to visit in Sydney that I won't even attempt to give you an exhaustive list, as I'm bound to leave out some favourites. A couple of noteworthy suggestions I can personally recommend are the Art Gallery of New South Wales and the Museum of Sydney. Well, thank you for coming along on my little adventure here in Sydney. Please do subscribe so you don't miss any of my future travel updates, and I hope to see you again soon with more to explore.